School uniform suppliers are moving some of their operations online. That's to avoid store crowding and disputes seen in previous years. But with fewer than 2 weeks till school reopens, they're contending with a new problem. Elekaya Selvaraj tells us more.
This was the scene outside the Ang Mo Kio store of uniform supplier Jeepsing, this time last year. Parents rushed to purchase uniforms after schools were unable to accommodate vendors on their premises due to COVID-19. This is the scene this year. Jeepsing, which serves more than 260 schools, says it's learnt its lesson.
We have demarcation, we have even marshals, we have 2 marshals to guide the parents, and also we separated the 2 preschool. Each will have their own individual unit. Our online portal, we make it more user-friendly, and we also employ customer service executive to answer the phone call and to guide parents, how to buy online and choose the correct size.
Jeepsing says the majority of parents still prefer to purchase uniforms in person.
Try not to miss, because subsequently if you really miss, it will be a few days later that you will get the time slot. I like to bring my kids there and try it on, the skirts and the shorts and everything, and then buy it in school itself.
And even as suppliers try to manage expectations, they're having to cope with a new challenge: delayed uniforms due to ongoing supply chain disruptions. Pandemic restrictions around the world have had a knock-on effect on manpower, manufacturing and shipments. For Shanghai Uniforms, some of the 500,000 pieces of clothing it supplies a year are in doubt.
It involves fabric, for example. It involves the buttons, especially when you have different types of fabric. You need to match. For example, your buttons need to match, your collar per se, the trimmings and things like that. Yeah, so all these have to match. If any of the supply chain is being disrupted, you cannot produce a shirt for sale or a skirt. Yeah, so that's how complicated it can get.
To help iron out the kinks, Shanghai Uniforms is using factories in more countries than just China. It now also manufactures in Vietnam, Indonesia and Malaysia. Over in Singapore, it hopefully means crisp uniforms can be ready for the first day of school.